Okay, so I've got Heather back with me. Hello, Heather.
Hi.
Hi. So I interviewed you when you were halfway through the 12-week Exhausted to Energized course, and now
Yeah.
you're at the end. So we had our wrap-up call this morning, didn't we? And you've had such good results that I just wanted to invite you back just for you to share your experiences with the other people in our Fight Fatigue group. So thanks so much for coming back.
You're welcome. It's great.
So Heather, did I just say Heather is a stay-at-home mum of two? And just remind us, Heather, when you first joined the course, what was like the main aims for you?
The main aims was to keep my energy going throughout the day,
Yeah.
because after two very energetic children
Yes.
at the best of times just flattened me out. I was exhausted all the time. I
Yeah.
was struggling to kind of keep it going. I would dip in the afternoon and just feel tired up until it's bedtime, and then when I woke up the next day in the hope that it would feel better, it was still
Yeah.
the same.
Still the same. Yeah. So I remember you saying like feeling very lethargic, feeling very exhausted. You mentioned your polycystic ovaries before as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we done this like assessment at the beginning. So before week one, you do an assessment to go like, how are my stress levels? How are my energy levels? And lots of other questions so you can measure your progress. And you fed that back to me today and you had absolutely brilliant results, didn't you?
To be fair, I surprised myself. But because 12 weeks is to some not very long, it can be quite long when you're focusing on different things.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah, to be fair, when I went back and reviewed how I felt then, big
Yes.
change, and I was quite surprised with the numbers, if you know what I mean.
It was so good to hear. So share some of like your wins with us. So what kind of things improved for you over those 12 weeks?
Um, well, my energy for one after the first week on the water,
Yeah.
it was actually amazing how much my body needed water.
Yeah.
Um, and the supplements taken, I found that my acid reflux had subsided.
Yeah.
My cravings for sugar, which was very big, had lessened a lot just within the first few weeks
Yeah.
of the plan. And I wasn't looking for extra snacks. I wasn't looking for food. I wasn't looking for. I seemed content with what I'd eaten, and
Amazing.
as the weeks have progressed, and kind of the better it was. You have lapses here and there,
Yeah,
as
of
you do,
course.
um, but yeah, I've noticed big changes from before starting the course to finishing. Um, but yeah, the biggest came for me, I think, last week, doing my 12 week, and it's like incorporating my exercise into my week.
Yeah.
Excuse me, and going doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday as my
Yeah.
exercise days. But Thursday, I got this big burst of energy that came out of nowhere. It was an amazing feeling, and unfortunately, because we're in lockdown, the only thing I could do was clean to keep it off. But yeah, um, big changes in myself. My relationship with my family has changed.
Yeah, so tell us a
Um,
little bit about that then, because you were saying that in our call earlier, you was just saying that you really noticed your relationship with your husband, and you were saying you was very honest, and you was like, I wasn't actually that nice to be around before I started. So tell us a bit about that.
I wasn't. With my polycystic ovaries,
Hmm.
hormone imbalance anyway, and I have struggled for many years to level it out.
Yeah.
Um, so I've been very up and down, but it would always be my husband that I would end up not meaning to, but taking it out on because he's
Yeah.
the closest thing to me. Um, but I would say, over the course, my relationship with my husband has improved immensely. He's a worrier as well, so it's
Yeah.
trying to kind of balance I'm not so much a worrier. He's a worrier. And sometimes it's kind of, I don't know, energy against energy sometimes.
Yeah.
But no, it totally calmed down.
Oh, it's so
Lovely day
amazing.
in the garden yesterday, and it was really nice.
It's so invaluable, isn't it? And also, you mentioned that you've lost some weight. So you've been telling us over the 12 weeks that you haven't been weighing yourself, but you've really noticed
No,
a difference. To you. You tell us what you've noticed.
I've noticed, well, my waist is coming back. I'm trying to think if I've got a before photo and an after photo. Excuse me. But yeah, I've noticed my stomach has reduced. I've noticed my legs have got better. I'm into jeans, a little bit of overhang that I haven't been in for a very long time. But
Yeah,
yeah, clothes that used to fit snug are lovely and loose, and yeah, very nice feeling.
yeah,
Considering it wasn't one of the main
yes,
for doing it, it's a nice boost.
yeah, exactly. It's like a happy side effect of
Yeah,
eating well and looking after yourself.
yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah.
when we had a chat last time at your halfway point, you told me that you tried a few different like diets over the years. So can you tell us a little bit about how this has been in comparison to that? So this is like very step by step. You get lots of coaching. So how's that been in comparison to other things you've tried?
When I've done it, it's usually just myself that I've done it with.
Yeah.
And yeah, you lose weight, but it never lasts.
Mm,
Or the mentality, because the mentality's still there. Excuse me. um, yeah, I would do it for a while, and then I would hit like a plateau,
yeah.
and be like, oh, I can't be bothered doing that, and I can't keep the momentum going. To be fair, having yourself with this and having the coaching call each week is very good, because you at least know what you're going to be striving towards for the
Yeah.
following week. Um, you're always at the end of the phone or online,
Yeah.
and you've got your list to kind of your workbook to kind of work from,
Yeah.
and the online membership with all the lessons and stuff helps so much, because you can look back at that countless times in a day.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Definitely. So at least you know you're not alone doing it. Um, and it's nice. I like the accountability call at the end of the week, because you see all the other faces that are struggling the same
Yeah.
as you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've all kind of been going through the journey and getting better and better each week as well, haven't you? Which has been so
Yeah.
good to watch.
It's nice hearing people's wins, and it's
Yeah.
nice trying to support people that are struggling.
Mm.
Definitely.
So do you feel like the whole plan was easy to stick to? What would you say about that?
Yeah. I found it fairly easy to stick to, in
Good.
terms of you knew what you were buying, you
Yeah.
knew what you were doing.
Hmm.
Life does get in the way sometimes for
Cool.
certain things, but don't beat yourself up about it and carry on.
Yes, that's the exact
Um,
mentality that we try and get you round to, isn't it?
yeah, because to be fair, I have noticed over the years I used to be so hard on myself.
Mm.
Like, oh, you would gorge on chocolate or stuff, and it's like, oh, why did I do that?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, dust it all off,
Yeah.
try again.
Yes,
You
exactly.
know, you know exactly what you're needing to do, and you don't have to do it all at once.
Yeah.
Just back, I was struggling with water a few times throughout, trying to keep my water levels up,
Yeah.
and trying to remember with everything else, put a bottle out and fill it when
Hmm.
you need it, and or fill it up and take out at least, so you know what you're drinking.
Yes.
uh, and yeah, just different things like that. Yeah.
Great. So something that a lot of women struggle with is motivation. And I really think that goes hand in hand with energy, Heather. If you're feeling tired all the time, and
Mhm.
obviously you haven't got the motivation to do what you want. And we've just heard that you exercised 3 times last week. So do you feel like your motivation has been returning in line with your energy?
Yes, yes, I have to say, like, this week in particular, I felt quite empowered.
Brilliant.
Is a word I quite
Yeah.
like. Yeah, it's nice. I've burst through a barrier that had kind of like waned a little bit. Certainly, being like 6 weeks into lockdown for myself,
Yeah, you've been in it for a long time now.
and been surrounded by the kids, and recently with my husband as well. Touch wood. I'm glad that I did the course or the program when I did, because I don't think I could have coped before,
Yeah,
but it's actually been really good.
yeah,
Um, yeah, trying to encourage kids to do stuff, and that, yeah, I do notice a difference, especially last week with the exercising as well. It was just a nice kick start,
yeah. Brilliant.
definitely.
Thank you so much for sharing all that. So, just overall, just to wrap up, are you pleased that you decided to do this and that you took this step?
Yes, yes, 100% yes. I am so glad that I did this. Um, because if I hadn't, I turned 36, and I said at the start,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going
a
to be
big
turning
one.
36 this year, and I don't want to do it uh, on an exhausted level. I want to be in a good place,
Yeah,
and I am. I really am.
so good to
Uh,
hear.
yeah, no, I'm so pleased that I did it.
Heather, thank you so much for sharing that with us. It's really nice to see you, to watch your progress, and we're going to keep in contact going forward as well.
Yes, yes, definitely.
All right, see you later. Bye.
Bye bye.